Hello everybody, this is Michael Smiley coming at you with another video. I just want to talk about Britney right now. Earlier I've, seen some videos and read articles about how Britney's mom, Lynn Spears, is finally stepping up to the plate in her defense, or um, becoming involved with the court process to make sure that um, she is in the know about Britney's status and everything that has to do with the conservatorship. That Britney's dad, Jamie, is, he's the conservator. Britney's the conservator-e, or however you pronounce that. And then you have Lynn, who's finally, she liked a bunch of, free Britney posts, as everyone already knows. So I want to talk about something that's really interesting. So Sam Lutfi, a parasite at best, he is, I guess, egging on Britney fans for the Free Britney movement. First of all, we don't need him on our side. He's a parasite. Goodbye. There's a reason why he has like 5 or 6 restraining orders against him. And I think that largely discredits, or I think that it does discredit, or is trying to discredit, the fan base with the whole Free Britney movement, because you have this guy who is obviously bad news, who was bad news back then, and he's still bad news, that is a part of this Free Britney movement. First of all, he's his own person, so let's not get confused there. He is not part of our Free Britney movement. He's a parasite that likes to worm himself into situations. Goodbye, we don't need you. Firstly. Secondly, TMZ. I want to give a nice little thought on TMZ. First of all, they have single-handedly discredited themselves with their obvious bias towards the conservatorship and team, and I'm not even going to say Britney's team. I'm going to say Larry's team, or Jamie's team, because Jamie's the conservator. Lou, Larry, and Jamie, y'all need to go somewhere else. Enough is enough. Britney is stable and capable and can deal with her own affairs. She's a grown adult. She doesn't need you. I mean, you're becoming just as bad as Sam Lutfi. So, for you to leech off your own daughter, or leech off from somebody who you say is vulnerable and unstable, well, you're doing a magnificent job of leeching off from her hard work for an unstable person. So it's really upsetting that I even have to say any of this about her dad and people, because I actually used to like Larry and everything, but you're doing nothing to help her. You're letting there's just so many things that are going on right now, and it's really irritating. First off, so TMZ, who has reported things on Britney's happy, and there's everything is fine and well, they started changing because Team Jamie, or Team Larry, decided that they needed to do severe damage control when the whole Free Britney movement came about, and So now they're having TMZ write ridiculous articles. Like, they the latest one that I read, it tried so hard and they did not say one word about Lynn until she filed a motion to be in the know about everything Britney through the courts. They tried so hard to discredit Lynn, saying that Britney hasn't been close with her mom since 2002 and all this other stuff. First off, your reporter or whoever did the research is absolutely not very intelligent and didn't do the research, because there is ample video footage and interviews where Britney and Lynn were super close. They were close all the way up until, like, Britney was going through her divorce with Kevin, and that was after 2006, people, and they said 2002. After Britney and Justin broke up. That's the most asinine thing I've heard in a hot minute, but whatever. And not only that, but Lynn wrote a book titled Through the Storm. Now, I just want to point this out, because Britney was always close to Lynn. She was never close with her father. And actually, the reason behind the divorce between Lynn and Jamie is because Jamie was an alcoholic and had substance abuse when it came to alcoholism. And somebody like that should not have power over another person, especially if there's things that are wrong with that person, said person. I think that it's absolutely mortifying that any of this is happening, considering Britney has went on circus tour, world tour, with like something like 98 concerts or something like that, or 100 concerts, somewhere in there. The Femme Fatale tour, world tour. She was a judge on the X Factor. She was on a 4-year residency. And she was going to kick off another residency. Oh, and she was on the Piece of Me world tour. So, and she's released the Circus album, the Femme Fatale album, the Britney Jean album, and Glory. So, you're telling me that an unstable, unhealthy woman who can't keep it together has released 4 albums, went on all those tours and had residencies, or a long multi-year residency, ample promotion, at least for Glory, and Circus, and Femme Fatale even had a good amount of promotion. You are telling me that a woman that cannot fend for herself, that needs somebody breathing down her neck to make every decision, you are telling me that this mentally unstable woman needs to be in a conservatorship, even though she has proved her... Oh, and that's on top of taking her kid, or taking care of her kids. So, you are telling me that she is unstable, or that she is losing it, or that she needs to be put in a mental institution because... Oh, she's the one that chooses that. Really? No. Not even believable. Not in the slightest. It would have happened way before now. I mean, you can tell where she was at, in the state of Femme Fatale era to now. Completely two different Britneys. She was, or, at least in 2016, she was, like, really super happy all the way through. And you're telling me that this woman still needs to be in a conservatorship? Now, I don't think that the conservatorship on the financial level is the problem, because somebody else can handle her finances, and that's fine, and make sure that the money goes where it's supposed to and everything. But the problem is that Britney as a person is under a conservatorship, even though she's proved time and time again that she's perfectly fine. And let's not even get into the judge that was overseeing the conservatorship case. She is a corrupt judge, a proven corrupt judge. She is somebody that I think I saw somewhere that she was suspended, and that for some reason no. If you are suspended or you are corrupt, and there is proof that you are corrupt, especially when it comes to conservatorships, you need to not have power over somebody with that much money. Anybody. It doesn't even matter if it is even Britney. If you are corrupt, you do not need to be over anybody's life. Anybody's life. If you are terrible at decision making yourself, you should not be over anybody else, and you shouldn't even have the opportunity or the choice to put your say on someone else's life. So that's how I feel. That's my opinion, of course. Everyone has one. But I feel like the Britney movement, I feel like Britney's Graham, that vlog or radio thing that was going on with the two women there, I think that they did an excellent job with blowing that can of worms open, and really really leading this movement, because I believe that actions are being taken. I love that Lynn is really stepping up to the plate for her daughter. I think that that's extremely important. And even if Britney does not get free on May 10th, which is her next court hearing, May 10th, 2019, I hope that it is the beginning. If she doesn't get free on May 10th, I hope that after Lynn, because I heard that she has her own lawyer in this, I hope that even if Britney doesn't get free on May 10th, 2019, I hope that it will be the beginning of a battle. A beginning of a battle that will end in Britney's freedom. So even if she doesn't get free on that day, I hope that it's the beginning of her freedom. The beginning stages of getting out, being free, and being happy and being herself. She is more than capable of making her own decisions, and every person deserves that freedom. It's ridiculous, and it's a violation of the human rights to have anybody under the restraints that Britney is under. I don't believe for a second her videos that she released, it was all of her team and staged, obviously. But I love her, and another thing that I want to point out is I absolutely love her little Control, her Janet-inspired Control era, where she posted, where she posted the photos that were very, very, very inspired by Janet Jackson's Control era album cover. And and it's really awesome that See, everyone underestimates Britney, and for somebody that's completely unstable, she's highly intelligent, and she's very creative, especially when she's um throwing signals out there, or making a statement without saying anything. Um, People underestimate her. She is very intelligent. She is very creative she, especially when she needs to be, and this is the time that she needs to be to get herself out. Um, so May 10th is a very important day for Britney and for her fans. Um, I wish I was in LA to be part of the protest, because they're going to have the Free Britney protest there outside of the courthouse, is what I've read. Um, Hopefully it's a peaceful protest, so you continue to get the point across. Another thing is that, um, first of all, that that was awesome that the woman, her name is Eve, who is a celebrity who was on The View, had a Free Britney shirt. And then recently, I don't know if it was in two different concerts, but I know at least in one concert, Miley Cyrus, who has or had Britney's same management team, shouted out Free Britney. Now, sorry guys, worked all day and I'm really tired, but I really wanted to make this video because it's really important to get everything off my chest and talk about this. First of all, I'm not a fan of Miley Cyrus's music overall. I mean, some songs here and there are really good, but I'm overall not a fan of her music. But after she went out on a limb and had the balls to defy her management or whatever, she shouted out during a concert, Free Britney, in front of thousands of people. Even though I'm not a fan of her music, I respect Miley Cyrus now. I respect her for standing up for the human that is Britney and for what is right, instead of caring what her management feels about it, or what anybody feels about it. I love that she is stepping up, and I wish that more celebrities would. I wish that Madonna would, and I wish that, the more pressure that gets put on these people that are controlling Britney, the more likely it will be that she will be free. And I truly believe that. I mean, look at all the pressure that the fan base is putting on the conservatorship and everything, and voila. There's a court date that, that is more important than all the other court dates that, that was scheduled out of nowhere. And Britney's mom is coming out of nowhere to see things through. So I think that the more pressure gets put on these people, the more likely it will be that Britney becomes free. Now, I believe in peaceful protests, so please don't be ignorant people toward, like, no threats, no ignorant stuff towards these people. Do it the peaceful way, the old-fashioned way. Just be there to support Britney. Show love, respect, but be firm in your belief. Be firm in your stance on everything, and don't back down for no one. Be Britney strong. Um, because now more than ever it's important for her to get out. Because, and another thing, TMZ's facts. First they said that Britney checked herself into rehab. Then when this whole Britney free, this Free Britney movement came about, then it was, she is having a tough time and all this other stuff. And now they're completely against Lynn. Obviously, if you look at their stupid, ignorant articles about the entire situation. And now, okay, so Team Britney, or Larry or Jamie's team, had Britney make these videos saying that she's fine, she just needed time for herself and everything. Well, in TMZ's latest article, as of May 7th, 2019, apparently their new strategy is saying that Britney is using her mom to get freedom during dark times. How is it dark times? No. So which is it? Is she taking time out for herself? Or is it dark times? I don't see her attacking anybody with an umbrella. I don't see any bad behavior at all. She is even very polite and nice on the video that she did to let fans know that she was okay. That her managers obviously had her do. After months and months and months of not saying anything. Because she wasn't held against her will. Like any of us believe that. So we need to move forward. We need to keep fighting for Britney. The Britney movement, the Free Britney movement, is not going anywhere. Just because a bunch of twat waffles from TMZ thinks that, we're all on Sam Lutfi's side, and Lynn Spears is too. Just no. Lynn wants to help her daughter. Sam Lutfi is a parasite, and so isn't TMZ. They have made a living off from writing disgusting articles about celebrities, especially Britney. And they're the only news outlet, at least major news outlet, that didn't even mention the Free Britney movement when it took off and became viral. And instead, they're pushing a different agenda, so obviously they're getting paid. Because, they don't know what they're talking about or what they're doing. They are being directed, and they're not even being directed very good. So, they couldn't even get a simple article done with a simple 2-second research on when it was when Britney and Lynn weren't really on speaking terms for a blip of a second back in like 2006, and they're like 2002 after Britney and Justin. No. Lynn went to Britney's wedding and was close to Britney before and after that, so like they have their facts, like all, like they're a hot mess. And if anybody is going through dark times, it's TMZ. So, and actually Jamie's and Larry's team is a hot mess. So, hopefully the corruption will be brought forward and really shown to the world, because there's nothing better than people that are exposed for corruption. There's not a better feeling than justice being done. There's not a better feeling than karma sweeping you off your feet. So that is something that we all need to look forward to. We all need to get excited for May 10th, because even if Britney doesn't get released on that day, I have a feeling that it will be the beginning of the process of getting Britney free. So let's hope and pray to whoever God you believe in, or any spiritualness that you're involved in, because this nonsense with this fraudulent conservatorship really needs to be dissolved already. So with that, oh, and sorry, about this second video, it's supposed to be part of the first video, and I'm gonna try to edit it all into one, because the first video was like 17 minutes and some seconds long, and then my hand like swooped over the like a button or something, and it like stopped my video, and I had to redo like a second part of the same video. So anyway, yeah, so free Britney, and give him hell, so in a peaceful way. Yeah, no threats, guys. Threats are not cute, and it doesn't do anything for anybody. It's just, and it discredits you. So you have to do it peacefully, but persistently, consistently, and firmly. Even aggressively, but in a nice manner, or a peaceful manner. It doesn't even have to be nice. Just don't be really crazy about it, okay? So just pray on May 10th, 2019, and let's hope and pray that this is the beginning of the end, or the end of this conservatorship. One or two things has to happen on that day. So thank you, Lynn, for stepping up for your daughter. If that's if that is indeed what you're doing, because she needs you. And like everyone else said before, we don't care about the music at the moment. We don't care about the residency at the moment. We don't care about any of that mumbo jumbo anything. So this Free Britney movement is not about anything professional Britney whatsoever. This movement is only, literally only, for the freedom of the person of Britney. That is it. She needs to be free. She needs to be her own person. And all the parasites of her life need to worm off somewhere else. All the leeches need to go somewhere else. And I don't care if she takes 10 years off, if that's what she wants, because that will be her decision, and it will be hers. And that's what's most important, is her freedom, her decisions, not her handlers, or conservator, or conservators, or any of this other nonsense that has had control of her for like 11 years. It's ridiculous. 1 year would have been fine, maybe 2, to make sure that, you know, work was done and all of that stuff, but after 2 years, man, that's beyond corruption after you're hitting that 2-year mark. for somebody who had her freedom for a substantial time before that. So there's no reason why she doesn't have it now. So, yeah. I think that's all that I had to say for tonight. I might make another video, who knows, but I'll definitely make another video on May 10th after the court hearing and everything. Because I'm sure that I'll have lots to talk about. I'm sure that we will have lots to talk about. So, and hopefully it'll be a good day. Heck, if she gets free, I might even celebrate. Or if it's a hard-hitting day for Lynn, I'll celebrate too. Because any direction that's the direction of getting Britney free is a win for me. I'm not a total win, but a celebration of the looking at the light at the end of the tunnel and getting there. So, have a good night, guys.